Welcome, STEMgineers, to STEM to Stern, the podcast where curiosity meets critical thinking. Join Chauntée and Jake as they discuss STEM topics that spark debate and exploration.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to STEM to Stern. I'm Chauntée.
And I'm Jake.
And today's conversation is about aliens coming to visit.
Ooh. What about aliens coming to visit?
You tell me.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, our topic for today is, if aliens landed on Earth, what piece of technology would you show off to them to show the advancement of human beings? Like where we are technologically.
Huh.
And at first, my first reaction is obviously a cell phone. Like cell phones, we can use them to talk to each other. We can go on the internet with them. We can connect to satellites in orbit around the Earth and use like GPS with them. So that's amazing to me.
It's pretty cool.
But like that seems like the easy answer.
It does seem like an easy way out.
Another interesting approach to this would be to show our prowess in modern manufacturing.
I actually like that.
So consider this. So like, manufacturing and we're in the era of Industry 4.0 and STEM is so important to jobs and manufacturing and industry. Consider this fact. If you wanted to buy the sharpest blade on Earth, where would you go to buy it? Do you have any ideas?
Sharpest blade on Earth. It's a great question, but it would be definitely through like a metal cutting company.
So the answer is amazing. Walmart. Like if you go and buy a razor for like shaving, those are like the sharpest blades on Earth. Like scientists in these high-tech labs don't have blades that are sharper than what we can go get right now in 10 minutes.
That is crazy.
Which is crazy, and it shows you the level of advancement that we've made in terms of manufacturing, that we can get something so sharp that it's microns thick at the end, almost atoms thick.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is really interesting. I would never have thought of it like that, but
there's all of these
connection.
There's all of these hallmarks of like our advancements in manufacturing all over the place that we don't even think about all the time.
It's definitely not a forefront of my thoughts.
Something as simple as a little razor blade. And I work a lot with our 3D printing stuff in the office. So trust me, like I use razor blades to like trim up and clean up 3D prints. So I cut my fingers a lot. So I'm very well aware of how sharp razor blades are.
I was going to say, I thought maybe you would say 3D printing because I feel like it's a pretty amazing advancement too. So I'm actually, which it does kind of play into manufacturing. So,
exactly.
Because those CNC machines and things like that, like it's really cool.
And if you think about it, we're still really in the infancy of 3D printing technology. Right now, our 3D printers for making cool designs and in a STEM classroom, like that's there. But in the future, we have things like 3D printing organ tissue to help people in medical situations and that sort of thing.
Yeah, and it's definitely a thing that has been becoming more and more developed as we go along. And when I was at NASA, I got to see their machines with the metal and that they were just printing just pieces that go inside of the rockets and things that go into the creation of what goes to space.
That's amazing.
So yeah, I think 3D printing is pretty amazing too. So, but I love that because manufacturing covers both 3D printing and also laser engraving and robotics and all of the above. So you're checking all these boxes of our advancement in this one reference. Absolutely. Which I really like that approach. It's a really good approach.
Yeah, I definitely think that showing a cell phone to an alien would definitely like impress them. They'd be like, "Wow, pretty cool." But there's a lot of examples of other things that we just don't think about.
What do you want to bet the alien would be like? That's all you got? This is it?
Their cell phones.
Let me show you what we have.
Like I'm sure their UFO, like they press a button and then it like shrinks down to the size of a cell phone. They're like, "Can your cell phone fly you through space?" No.
Okay, then don't talk to me anymore.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. What would you show aliens?
Yeah.
I want to know what you would show them. Like, would you agree with him, or do you think there's something better than what he picked? I also would be curious to know, what would you think that aliens would show us?
That's a very good question.
Because I would like to know what do you think that they have that we might not, if there were aliens?
I'm hoping that it's one of those machines like from the Jetsons where you press the button. It's like, here's a hamburger. Yes. Because I really like food.
Yes. Let us know in the comments and keep exploring.
Absolutely. Till next time.
Thanks for tuning in to STEM to Stern. We hope today's episode got you thinking. If you enjoyed the discussion, subscribe and share it with others. And be sure to check out our show notes for free resources and links that go along with today's episode. Until next time, keep questioning and keep exploring, STEM-gineers.